What's up, everyone? Corey Martin with OBX Baseball Training, and today we're going to look again at pitchLogic Pro and ways that you can use pitchLogic Pro to track player development. And today we're going to take a specific look at Isaac Miles. He's a freshman in high school. He's been one of my most consistent workers, meaning we've been going for over a year, at least around once a week, sometimes more, especially back in the summer. So if you look down here in the bottom right at the pitch selector chart, part of the app, I can sort this by date, which is what I have it sorted at right now. So the newest pitches, the most recent pitches are at the top. And we can go back in time. We can drag all the way down and go back to March, which is before pitchLogic Pro. So that's a really awesome feature that it throws in all the data that I have collected from back when we started working together. So let's go back up to the top here. Isaac's most recent bullpen. Most of his fastballs were mid-70s. He topped out. Here's a 78. Fastballs were mid to upper 70s, which if you're looking at where he was, now if we drag back in time here, back in March, most everything was in the 60s. I see 170 there, but I mean his velocity's taken a tremendous jump. But if we're looking at what are the differences, what are some things that I see different in the metrics then compared to now? And then thinking back to the things that we worked on for Isaac, I remember heel pressure was a big thing. He was throwing off the toe. With just playing catch with him, I could see that the center line of him throwing, he was on the wrong side of that center line. He was too much toe, not enough heel. And the idea behind heel pressure was to activate the glutes, activate the hamstrings, the stronger part of the leg. I could get more into that, but I'll save that for a later date. Point being, where you apply force to the ground, it can make a change to your arm slot. So with him throwing off the toe back in March, look at the yellow arrow up there. He's around 130. I can scroll through these. 110, close to 130. I mean, everything was below 1 o'clock. There's close to 2 o'clock. So somewhat inconsistent, but mostly below 1 o'clock on his arm slot. And look at the spin rate. I mean, 1340, 1600. There's a 1750, 1589. That was his fastest pitch back in March that I have recorded. So just looking at arm slot, looking at total spin, and then now let's go back in time, or let's go back to the present and look at our most recent bullpen. Look at his arm slot here, 76.5 miles per hour above 1 o'clock, 78 miles per hour above 1 o'clock, 73. This is like 1230. Fastball at 74 above 1 o'clock. So this is a result of heel pressure. Just one biomechanical change that we made that I can think of that made a huge difference for him in a good way. And then look at the spin rate. 2099, 2255, 2187. I'm just going through fastballs here, sprinkled in some breaking balls that we were throwing in this bullpen. 2085. I mean, the spin rate too, tremendous jump for Isaac. So it's really cool to see the analytical differences now compared to then. And then thinking back here to what are the things that we've worked on. Another thing I could look at is his breaking balls, off-speed pitch. If I go back and let's find one of his older breaking balls here. If I can pick one out, looks like these are mostly fastballs. Here's some breaking balls here. So look at this breaking ball, 44% spin efficiency, 130 arm slot. Spin rate's actually pretty good. Here's a better one, 78%. Arm slot still around 130. This is back when he was more of a toe thrower, something that we were trying to fix. Here, arm slot close to 2 o'clock, 46% on the spin efficiency, which with him now being more over the top, closer to 12 o'clock guy, he's going to benefit more from a true 12 to 6 curveball. So knowing these numbers here and looking at this particular one right here, I mean, this is a 2 to almost 8 o'clock breaking ball with pretty poor spin efficiency. We started working on a spike curveball, knuckle curve, some people might call it. And now let's look at it. He's still above 1 o'clock on his arm slot, which is where we have him at now. Look at the spin efficiency, much higher. There's 85% spin efficiency, more of a 1 to 7 break. Arm slot's more consistent with his fastball. This is arm slot dropped a little bit, but look at the spin rate, look at the spin efficiency. I mean, the spike curveball has been tremendous for him. There's a lot of things still left to work on, but it's really cool to be able to take a trip down memory lane, think back to what are some of the things that Isaac and I have worked on, and seeing the analytical differences that have resulted from the biomechanical changes that we've made. So this is just one example of how you can track player progress. There's many other examples. I hope you continue to watch these videos. I'll try to produce more, and carry on. Have a great day.